Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing fixed capitals on the drained Great Lakes map. We're playing as the green player. Out of the third position, I have a 4 here. We have blue on this spot. I wanted to cap here for the 1 point for all of this. I have so much material. We got 7 here, an additional 7 here. Blue has 8 total. I'm going to go here. We're going to take the risk. I fully anticipate getting rolled. Yellow will actually see me get rolled. I think blue should have taken the 5 in the middle of the board over here. They're very focused on this position down here. I had more material in here than them to begin with. Again, 7 to their 5. They get 3 extra here for 8. Now I have, the benefit to my position, right, is that I have, the reason why I'm fairly confident this works, even if I get rolled, is if they get bad dice. Well, there's a possibility that yellow with 5 troops out of the second position steals both capitals. But if blue tries to roll me, that's a terrible capital for white. If blue tries to roll me, this is balanced splits, right? Yep. If blue tries to roll me on here, which I anticipate them doing, even if they get good dice, I will have a minimum of 8 troops come off of this position over here. I'm fully anticipating the cap roll. If they don't roll, I think they're kind of crazy. I almost wonder, do you knock yellow out of here, then roll my... Oh my god, are they leaving? There's no way. They hit red too. Weird. Alright, so here's the interesting thing. If I path this correctly, I start with 5. This will be a 7 on cap here. Blue doesn't roll me. Yellow, I think, just tried to smoke somebody's capital over on the right-hand side. I don't believe blue would have this bonus. They only attack twice. This is a really interesting thing because, yeah, yellow quits. We are playing with automated bots. But I have so much back here that I can take this whole bonus, which is a +3, fortify to capital. I'll just fortify whichever is bigger, honestly. And this stack's bigger. So I'll fortify the back stack first. I'm going to get some vision over here. It fails. All right, we're not going to do that then. Now we have an 8 here, still with the 4 as follow-up, and the 1 point hold over this bonus. I just had too much material in here to pass up on this, even with blue ahead of me. And now, if I steal blue's capital, I have a 2-point cap hold over double +3 blue quits. Wow. Just like that, the blue player is gone. Yellow is gone. Yellow is the host of the lobby. It is Wednesday. On Wednesdays, as you guys know, we tend to play other people's games and settings. And that is no exception here today. I joined Yellow's game. Yellow cap slammed somebody. I don't think they succeeded. So it's the quite big question is, can we get ahead of black and white and red before they get too big? And I'd say with yellow quit, when blue steps off cap, we will be the first human with dibs over that position. So that is pretty exciting. But yes, this is the drained Great Lakes map. It was released as part of the community map pack. So all of what you see is kind of a footprint of the North American Great Lakes. We've got Lake Michigan here, Lake Superior in the top, Lake Huron over here, plus whatever that little inlet part of Lake Huron is. I think it is still technically part of Lake Huron. I want to see. I know that there's a name for it, so I'm going over to it. Georgian Bay is like this upper, well, at least the right side of this upper region. White goes this way. We could even steal white's cap. Oh, man. What a wild start. I feel like our Wednesday, I might as well call it Wild Wednesday. It used to be Wacky Wednesday, but we're generally ending up in... We're generally ending up in other people's games most of these times. Sometimes I'll play sandbox or something else silly. The interesting thing about what white just did is they didn't actually take their bonus. This actually could be good for me. Depending on how much the 5 rolls over here. If this rolls up into white here, not a very well protected capital. That's a bummer. Hopefully, if the 8 rolls off, we steal here. It hits my 4. Interesting. The 6 Okay, the 5 rolls. 6 hits my 2. Loses 1. If this stays as a 2 or a 3, I'm not going to roll a 4. I won't roll a 4 cap, especially because I don't think white has a bonus. It is a bummer that that hit my 4 and only lost 2. Maybe that should have been my fortify. Now, I'm going to try to roll the 2 out into black to the right here. We don't succeed. So I can butter up blue. Probably better to butter up blue this way. I'm actually going to attack up into white just in case. Because I want to pull this 2 back. Give blue some leeway with the 4 to go off. But at this point, I don't really think it matters how much white gets because white's not going to take this from me. Red is getting 5. Hopefully black isn't getting much either. There is a 1-point hold in the top here for Uperland. However, the Royale bonus is actually split in favor of me. So you're only going to get the +5 there. If I get double capital and +6, okay, black might already have this actually. If I get double capital and +6, we'll be looking pretty good. Black is the one player that can kind of thwart my plans because they could theoretically come down here and steal blue's capital. But as long as I get it on this next turn, I think we'll be okay. Because at the end of the day, they won't be able to take the back section here unless they get through both of these caps. And I'll probably just keep the one on the left a little bit stronger than the one on the right because it actually defends the 1-point hold. I assume white removes me here. Oh, somebody got in here. Interesting. I wonder if the black player went back this way. White is now quit. So we could steal white's cap. Hopefully blue rolls off. We steal blue's cap. I do wonder if red maybe went into white back here. But this would be something that like I'd commit 4 to, leave this as a 5 cap just to inconvenience to everybody, whoever's over here. I think it's red over here. I think it's black at the top of the board. This game is by no means won with black also having a turn 1 bonus. So we do have to be a little bit careful. But we started with 8. It's not quite as much as black was starting with. If they get a little adventurous, we could be in trouble. You hope whatever they do isn't with a full stack. It's going to hit my 1. A little bit of a bummer over there, but swings around to blue. Blue is flagged. Yellow is flagged. White could theoretically come back. So put everything here. It puts 3 here. 2 on a different position. And you really want this to roll out as far as possible. And it might not, right? We may actually need... Okay, there it goes. Hits white. Perfect. Loses the troop. I want the 4 to keep rolling as well. Because I don't want to have to hit something overly expensive here. The bots tend to slightly prioritize the capital. That's a 3. I would hit a 3. I would hit a 3. I think I almost want vision up here. It's possible black didn't cap on a 1 point. I'm going to take... We're going to take that. I'm going to take this. Slow roll it. And in this blitz, at least, it only rolls... Wow. Terrible dice. Hopefully blue doesn't have a set. I need to try to let this out. Bummer. Doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, it's going to come around to what does black do here. Red getting... I think red has yellow's capital then. I don't have a trade-in. Comes back here with a 7. And fails the roll. That's exactly what we wanted. It really is going to come down to how expansive, how quickly expansive does black get here. Now I can defend this again. Blue maybe even breaks there. Because I slow rolled to try to get it a roll into onto a 2 cap. But I've mentioned this in previous videos that the rolling 2s lately in Blitz, balance Blitz, it loses 3 so frequently. It's honestly hilarious how often it's happening. Now, black seems to be playing pretty passively, which is good. I do fear that blue is going to have a trade on 3. Now, the bot will trade on 3 whatever the trade is. So if it has just a dude trade, it has a full 10 trade. It's going to hit my 5. It's going to try to finish the bonus. It's going to hit the 5 cap. That 4 may break red, though, which is good. It's going to hit the 5, yeah. Oh, it loses everything. Oh, my God, I couldn't have gotten luckier, though. I could not have gotten luckier in that specific situation. Because there's no way yellow gets over here. I don't have a trade-in, but I'm holding a bunch of extra capitals. Now, it's possible that red has the Eerie bonus. Yellow does set. Only for 4, though. That was kind of my point. Is the bots will set in. Now, I'd like to clear this, but I don't trust whatever black is going to do. I think I'm better off fully defending all of my capitals. I probably don't need this one back here. I'm going to put 3 on this. Yeah, I'm going to put 3 there. And I'm going to roll this. Risky to do that, but I didn't want to completely remove blue back here because it might stack in here and then not take cards. If it stacks out here, that's fine. No trade on 4. Red is only getting 5 now, so they actually lost. Black, that's what happened. Black took the yellow capital or red's capital. No. Wait. What? I'm the 3 capital player. Yes, I think that did happen. And then black took it right back. I think black may have just gone very aggressively into the red player. Which is like the perfect time to go check black. Because we need to kind of break all of them, if that did happen. I need to monitor whether or not red quits. That's kind of the most important thing. And blue bot has been ravaging me here. It almost goes to show that this player shouldn't have quit. They had an ability to rival me. Red gets fed to white. So black just went really, really heavily into red. Very heavily into red. So much so that I think I have to actually have to do something about it. I'm not sure what that something would be. Blue troops go external. Like, is it worthwhile going off of this position here? Leave these somewhat undefended just to make sure that... Because black won't have a trade-in. That is my concern. Black doesn't have a set. So theoretically, if I dump all 12 troops back here, especially because blue didn't place next to me, I'll get the trade-in on the next turn guaranteed. Minimum a horse trade, if not better. This allows me to at least break some bonuses that maybe black took on that turn. Wow. Tons here. A tremendous amount of troops on that position. How much does he get? 17. Holy crazy. But the more he takes, the more of the bots... I don't actually know that I care about that. Because that doesn't trade him. He gets 2 cards off of it. Now, the downside of this is if white isn't broken here. Does he slam me? He should slam me back here. It's blue. We know it's not the blue elimination. We might have blue right here. Does the 8 go back? Does he fortify something else here? He fortified something else there. This was my concern, is that this would place here and roll me. The bot doesn't have the bonus, though. Wow. Whatever just got hit hard. Which is actually good, right? I have an artillery trade that's 8. That's not bad. And it almost might be worthwhile. If we see all 3 blue troops here, I think we need to get really, really aggressive. try to take blue out of this position for the 3 cards, because we'll trade in immediately off of the 3 cards, which I recognize. All right, let's put 14 here. That should be enough. And then everything else here. I need to get... We got to do this. 12 more there. I don't know where this player got all of these extra troops. Come on, please. All right, there's blue. I'm gonna need... I need to prioritize. Yeah, that is actually... All right, Norton. That'll be our fortify. Leave 7 here. Interesting. He got hit up there. Oh, he's not as strong as we thought he was. He is going to hold this, though, which is unfortunate. Oh, no, I broke it. I broke it. He's not going to hold it. And white's expensive. Look at how much white has. Interesting. This is not where I expected all of these capitals to be. I'll tell you that much. He's going to come out of the woodwork somewhere. He takes this from me. We're not surprised by that. Have this bonus back here. If he doesn't defend this... Or does he? No, there he is. Fail, please. Please fail. You have to try it. You absolutely have to roll this. That's such a big mistake. I mean, that's a criminal mistake, in my opinion. If white rolls over to me, does he not fortify? If he doesn't, okay, he does fortify there. White trades. So that means there's a 12 sitting over here. I have a trade in. I can roll this. And white breaks into here. Can I cap run? No, he's got 4. I don't have 4. I need to make sure this gets broken unless he breaks it. He breaks it. Okay, so we don't even necessarily want to get involved over here. This is the position I should target. Serpent or Madeline. Which one is more valuable? I can fortify Madeline forward to Racine. So I actually think that is a better... I'm going to put... Because the bot did what I needed the bot to do. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. I think this position's more important. So, because we know that there's still like that 10 or whatever over here. I need to protect against that. I absolutely need to protect against that. This won't get him in here. There's too much white here, dude. I think he's trying to take white out first. He doesn't have the troops. Which is good for me, right? I can 1-point hold this eventually. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Black absolutely had a chance in this game. Absolutely had a chance in this game. I will not deny that at all. This is a crazy 1-point hold. Whoever took this over here, I don't know if this was yellows or given we saw a slam up here. Yellow slammed something. There's not even a cap up here. So I don't know what yellow slammed on that first turn. I'm just trying to keep this. Ooh, I might have undercommitted here. Okay, we get that. I'm taking the guaranteed 1-point over here. It's a triple capital 1-point hold. It's great, great for black that he gets the extra bonus up here. You're going to be slamming a cap wherever you go, and he doesn't have pathing to this position. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I meant. You're going to be slamming a capital wherever you go. I am going to try to eliminate white before eliminating black, especially with the hold that I have now. If this attacks here to the left, this 4 goes here, which it should. I should have perfect pathing to eliminate white for the cards off the 15 here. And then we can look at whatever's left of black. I don't know where they're capped back here, but evidently their capital isn't very good. So let's try use the extra troops that I have at my disposal. The bot had a trade on 3. I'm glad I eliminated it. This was a bit of a fairly quick game. Good game, dude. Good game. Well played. And a big old thumbs up to you. He had black player had a chance. They did. They needed to, I think they needed to not focus so much on red as early as they did, and instead focus on me a little bit more. Once they saw the cap numbers on 3 and they realized it wasn't them and it wasn't red, they probably should have tried to come hit me sooner. I was a moment there where it got a little hairy. I think they should have rolled the 12-on-7 into me to break both of these, because I would have just been over allocated, like so many parts of the board. I would have to pick a spot to hit. But wild game. Black was a master. I had a feeling they were decent. I think targeting red when they did was a bit of a mistake. They ended up feeding red to the white bot. But wherever you flag is your placement now, which is great. So yellow's gone first, blue, etc. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.